chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls. There's no doubt these narcissists leave you in a bad way. It's such a shocking experience going through awakening to narcissistic abuse and the hurt that comes with it, and the pain. And even it's not just romantic relationships, like it can be other types of relationships. They can instill fear in you, and you can be completely worried, and the anxiety's through the roof. And the thing is I don't know if you've noticed this, but I want you to really cherish these periods of silence that you've had. Many of you will see it and you'll know what I'm talking about, but there'll be some of you that or maybe you don't even really comprehend how great this silence has been for you. You see, you've been rebuilding and adjusting without making a sound, okay? And I promise you that across the long haul, dependent, there's no specific time period, but a longer period of time, you'll see how much you've changed. And some of you might see it already. And you rebuild without making a sound. And I've come across so many people's stories where they've gone on to do better things, and you probably done that as well. It could be small things, it could be big things, and all been in between. But you're going to lead to those great things. You will. And you've done this without making a sound. Through the process of the hurt, the pain that you're first in, your brain begins to filter out and process all of the hurt and the trauma. The brain can get sick and traumatized from the experience. And this is why the rumination can be very intense. And there's a lot that comes with the rumination. You can self-blame, you can do all these things, but I think it's my analysis of it. I might be wrong, but I think the brain filters out all of this stuff, and it kind of begins to slowly, gradually, I should say, start to fade these thoughts, these ruminations, these things, and you go on and you really rebuild. Okay, you really do, and you become such a more discerning individual. That I want you to take this. I don't know if I'm saying this bluntly, but how you felt. Let's use a romantic relationship for an example. How you felt in that situation. Actually, it could be anything. It could be a family member as well. I don't know if the friend would have the same experience, but the way you felt in that dynamic when you was asleep, you're never going to experience that again. And I know for some of you, you may have felt joy. I've seen some people in romantic relationships say, what did someone comment the other day? They met someone in Paris. And Paris is to do with romance and everything. And it was like, they said it was the best time of their lives with this narcissist. Okay, and many of you, I didn't follow up that comment. So they may have experienced some backlash from other individuals that are watching the channel. I'm not sure, but a lot of you should understand what they mean by that. You can be in that place, and that's why you go so broken, because you are genuinely happy, at least for a period of time. Especially these relationships that end fast. If you was very happy during a period of time and then it ended fast, you didn't get to see the full unmasking. But usually if you it doesn't have to be fast, but I mean, if you've got out of it without having too much sort of negative things to view the narcissist as, and it's just the experience of them leaving you that's left you hurt, you may have very fond feelings towards these specific times. It doesn't have to be a romantic evening in Paris, but it could be anything. And yeah, you have very fond feelings of these situations, but those of you that maybe spent, look, what I'm saying is you could spend a few months with someone, around someone, and you could still see the bad side of them. Okay, so it's not just to do with how fast it is. Like, you can see the bad side. I'm just saying that a lot of you have seen the nasty side of them, and that's enough to help you detach. Really, you have to see the unmasking. You have to see the nasty side. I don't want you to be caught in this kind of love spell of, so many of you will be aware of how much you've rebuilt, but please, all of you, see how much you've rebuilt in this quiet time without making a sound. Okay, and that's what you should all head towards if you're even at the beginning of your journey. Rebuild yourself without making a sound. Okay, just go on with your life. The brain will filter out the stuff. Even those that are further along in their journey, the brain's still filtering out stuff. It's processing emotions. It's going through things. Your heart's doing things. This is what's happening. So embrace that, and with that comes other things where you enhance your life. Okay, you go on to do better things. You rise, and it's all about this rebuilding. It's really all about this rebuilding. Okay, and the thing with progression or developing is you get used to how you think now, and you really, that person who you was during the relationship, of whatever type of narcissistic relationship it was, like, that version's a foreign person. Like, you don't understand that conditioning that you are under, that language you even used to speak. I'm not talking about literal dialect. I mean, you're not that person anymore. You haven't lost your authenticity. That's something really remarkable. You haven't lost your authenticity, your empathy. You can still be kind to people. You can still be nice. You haven't turned dark. Many of you go through turning very dark, but you still have your empathy. Still have the essence about you, your good nature. You still have this, and you've enhanced, you've risen, you've grown, and you've come such a long way from the point of when you were broken. And those of you that are still at the beginning of your journey, you'll get there. Okay, you'll get there. So keep rebuilding without making a sound. And even those of you that feel in a good place now, keep rebuilding without making a sound. Don't give in. Okay, so anyway, thanks for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. You may donate or support to the channel if you want to. Check out the spiritual channel for more content. My podcast is now on Spotify. All links you need in the description box below. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.